Hi, this is Told, and today we're taking a look at Orzhov Convoke. So basically just trying to clone Boros Convoke deck, the common one, and convert it over into Orzhov, and with that we have a few things that are changing. Obviously, we're losing the recruiter because we're not doing red, right? But we're swapping the recruiter out for the Baron, so then we're getting vampires instead. And then another major thing that we're losing is we're losing the Gleeful Demolition, and we're going with the Haunch instead. Crovid Haunch. So you can sack it and pay 2, and you make 2 dogs. Or you could pay 2 to sack it to gain 3 life, and then pay another 2 to make 2 dogs. So since we're losing those couple things, I figured we don't need the frontliner. We could replace that with, say, a Spiteful Hex Mage. I don't know if that's like the right thing to do. Maybe you just need another vampire, but I don't think there's any vampires for 1. And we're also doing it for rotation safe. So, yeah. So with those few changes, we got the War Leader's Call. Ideally, probably you would go with 3 in the trenches. I only have 1 of those. So a good substitution for that is Invasion of Gobekhan. You eventually get the +1/+1 counters when you attack. So it's a little bit different. But you also gain, being able to slow the opponent down type of thing. Because we might not be quite as explosive as Boros Convoke. But we do have 2 Knight Errands. I only own 2. I didn't want to craft anymore. Normally the deck has 4. So I substituted one of the Knight Errands with the Pylon for some creature removal, and then you get some Surveil. And then I went with the Hoarding Broodlord, which allows me to, exile 1 card from your deck, and then spells you cast from exile have Convoke. Maybe it'd be a good idea if we had some more exile effects. And then, since we're getting rid of the explosion of artifacts, we don't need the artifact explosion, so we're getting rid of the Novice Inspector. We're replacing it with a vampire that has lifelink, so we're going with more of the synergies between the Baron, which is our 3-drop card, and that Resolute Reinforcements and Gateway Express stay the same. And then the Warden, there's supposed to be 4 of them. I only have 2 of them, so I upped the Evangelist to 3 instead, because he's a Vampire Cleric, so he gets the buff from the Baron, so maybe making it harder for him to kill. And then for some reason I had some extra cards. I don't know where those go. I think one of those is the Gateway Express, but we're going with some Fairy Dream Thief for some Surveils, and some Annihilating Glares to, we could sack a creature or an artifact to, we're sacking this artifact particularly, to, for 3 mana, to sack that to kill a creature that an opponent controls, and then we're going to make some dogs. So that's kind of the idea. Also, you can sacrifice creature. Yeah. You could sacrifice a bat token. You could sacrifice the Dream Thief to go along with that type of thing. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's get into some games and see how we do. So the one problem that this deck suffers from is, there's a lot of Boros Convoke hate out there, so, Temporary Lockdown is still going to affect this deck pretty similarly, since we did a pretty much a 1-to-1 swap on stuff. Temporary Lockdown will hurt. Pretty good hand. I don't know what their deck is. That's like a lot of spells. Reanimate? Mill and reanimate? I don't know. Yeah. Full Resolute on their turn. And then we can into trenches technically and flip that Invasion of Golgari. immediately. They reading that card? Seriously, reading that card? Does it have removal spell? Or is it just this thing being held up? Target creature. I think they have removal, which is perfectly fine. Because we're gonna end the trenches. Force them to use it. So close. We're still going for this. Blot out, huh? Target creature exiles a creature or planeswalker together with the greatest mana value. Why are they going such expensive spells, huh? What's the question? Is that to like collect evidence on? I don't know. You drew another removal spell just right off the top. Okay. This is 3 toughness. Sounds good. Well, I know what's in your hand, so I can do this. Here you go, man. You ran out of removal spells. You got 1 treasure token. Trying to get that Urabrask. So we're gonna Annihilating Glare the Urabrask. Can't do anything to this. So probably just keep it around as long as we can. I feel like I could have Sweeper, but we're up on both. We're kind of slow actually because of all the removal spells. 3 removal spells. Pump. So next turn 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18. So we have lethal on board with a removal spell. Looking good. Technically we get like 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome to Convoke, baby. Oh, he could give him Indestructible and Death Touch. I guess he does leave. I don't think it matters, right? Well, he could have saved him, but what does it matter? Okay. Survive him 1 more turn. Oh, he did survive. Did I miscount? Okay. Thought for sure I had him. Dead to right. Okay. Power win. A little bit better. We can Restless Fortress on 2. I don't mind getting rid of this down, because if we get another one, we want to save that swamp in our hand, just in case for turn 4. Because if we put down the swamp, put down the Restless Fortress, then we have to do this, and we draw another one of these that's stuck in our hand. The Baron we convoke out. The madness part, we don't really have any blood tokens, which is fine. Now we can get the haunch out because we got the white man. So technically, we can Evangelist into Baron next turn. Boom. Set it up, baby. And then the haunch equips for 2. Put it on the bat, I guess, or lifelinker. You have cut down? Step down, guys. Their cut down can't cut down the Baron anymore, but they can double block. We go up to 29. And that's the difference with this Orzhov Convoke versus Boros Convoke. We got a lot of life gain. Look at all this life gain we got. So if we're like matched up against them, we're probably doing pretty good. I would feel. They're at 13. Can we present lethal next turn? 3, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. They can block like 8. Pretty bad hand, I'm not gonna lie. No 1-drop. No way to cast this. Possibly a forced loss. Probably should have mulliganed. Not gonna mulligan. No way to cast this. Just threw a third one in the top 8 cards. Yeah, less than 1% chance for this to happen. 1 in every 100 games. I'll probably see it like every 5 games, 6 games. Maybe not so quickly in the starting hand, but in the top 10 cards for sure. 15 cards. Drew more Barons than I did lands. Wonder why that is. I got 24 of these in the deck. 22 of those. Indestructibility. It's pretty nice because I'm not playing the exile one because we are rotation safe. So that's pretty nice. You can attack, kill it, use the bat, and Baron if we don't attack with the bat. Bunch of artifacts, huh? Okay. What are we doing there? I mean, it's acceptable. think the extra damage is pretty good. 4 damage. Oh, he has a blocker. Oops. Oh, jeez. Just monologuing away. Not even paying attention. Extra 3 damage? Oh, how about extra 1 damage? And lose your guy. It's quite important, especially would have been like a 4... 5-4. Easy Convoke with the Baron. None of those give haste. We did the wrong one. But okay, this time let's do it correctly. Not screw it up. Annihilating Glare. Attack with 3 people. I mean, eventually it's gonna get pretty big, but 3, 6, 9, 10. Put him down. I'd probably just check with 3. Can I pay it? 4, 5. Not this turn, of course not. Sorry, bat. We can do this to get extra damage. From the 4, I mean, they could just sweep the board. We still have lethal on board if they sweep with the fortress. Orzhov Convoke. Definitely going to anything, so let's try to set up for our top deck. Definitely want that land. So we can play that land. Play the land, do the Baron. I think we're just gonna do this and just attack the end. And play the Baron next turn. Just straight up with mana. Passively attacking. We got 3, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more creatures and hold. So we get rid of that. Then we hit him for 3. This is 2 mana. We could sacrifice. That guy turns into basically both annihilating glares. 4, 5, 6, 7. have something good. Push them down. We need one more land to activate the fortress. They're about ready to have something big come out. You know, the game could be over. That's the problem with the Boros Convoke and the Convoke style deck. You're just going hard aggro, and then target creature gets -2. -5 or something. So we got to keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure up. And they should just block there. There, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 more mana or creatures. I guess they could gain some life. I guess I could get the board. 4 damage is pretty good. This is activated as a sorcery. I should have put the +1 on it. Because they're just gonna. It doesn't matter, 2/5. Should have put the counters on it. Bit of a mistake there. It doesn't have reach. It's a different spell. Probably should have done this. If they get a flyer blocker, we can take them all life, so we have to send them off the fortress in. He's almost dead. Cool. And he did. Take my beats in the beginning. Looks good. Vampire, cleric, human. Do I want the resolute? I think I just go resolute reinforcements. Then we could case and kill something. Drinker and case, kill a 3/3, warden and case. And then resolute reinforcements tap. So this is a true test, right? Mono red on the play. We're on the play. No stops. I didn't have any, right? That's what I thought. I should probably save this for the flyer, but I really want the scry. I really want that scry. attack with 3 creatures. I messed up, but Walker's back. He just has a spell, right? First strike? I mean, I guess it's exiled. Maybe the batch would have been better. That's okay. He could have did 8 damage with that thing. Oh, so he has 2 of them. Oh, he doesn't have 2 of them. He could have did 16 damage with that thing. 13, 14, 15. What? So you could have just put it all on this one guy and won the game, right? Just playing people that making mistakes. At least I'm not making them. Right? That's all that matters. Unless you're making it with the haunch. So on the left side is the sacrifice ability. Right? Drain Thief into Drinker or Gobakon. What do they have? Are we scared of their turn 3 play? No. I'm not. Not afraid of their turn 3 play. Trash. Maybe we'll go with the haunch. Do we need another land? No. We'll go with the haunch. They're so afraid of the haunch. So afraid of the haunch. Let's go with another one. Scared of it. You wasted your best card on the haunch. Oh man. You're trash. Oh Jesus. Let's see what other garbage you got in your hand, huh? Old sticky fingers, huh? So scared of the haunch. Never seen anyone so scared of the haunch. The guard is useless. Oh, you did it, bro. You did it, bro. You didn't sack your own self? Warden's pretty good. Alright, Equip is on the right. Sack is on the left. Let's go do it, man. Let's keep this board clean. You want that guy in the graveyard anyway. So do I. Three. Well then. Man, you just want him in the graveyard anyway, right? Right? Can't let me get that. Can you? Oh, you can let me get that. That's a mistake. Evangelist, pump the warden. What you making now? Just gotta get the warden in the sky, right? What are you making? 3 fools. Sucks, huh? No. we don't want to attack. Attack next turn though. That's pretty important to my overall game plan. Very important to it. 1, 2. Cancel this first. We should drew a card first, huh? I'm gonna move the Hawk there. 1, 2, 3. To get him flying, but card. How much can he do? 12, 30, 40, 15? It's perfectly fine. So, we need to move this over to this. And attack with all of these. We'll get a bat on defense, right? I think he has to block some stuff. I need 2 blockers? Do I? That's not gonna do it. I mean, he can't do the eaten alive and the other guy. But it exiles, so I guess he would get the flyer as well. Is it 12? He had so much life. He's a permanent guy. Card though. Does it matter? I don't think so. Launch up. Right. He blocks 1. He's taking 6. And the Haunch can get him next turn. Haunch is doing the work. Excellent. That means I can draw a card next turn. Junction haunch. Haunch the haunch. Get haunched. We should be good, unless they gain some like crazy lifelink or something. Does he have lifelink? Get haunched. Get haunched. Fair student. Fair play. 6-1. Dude, I don't know what to say. We got a winner. You know, obviously it takes like the same mana curve as, you know, so the game, you know, the same design of a 2.2 curve. It might be a little bit different because of the pylon and the horde, but for the most part, and I think we have a little bit more evangelist, so for the most part, the curve is the same, but you have like a little bit different pieces, right? And the life gain is really important, and being able to pump up the evangelist. Usually that's like a dead card, right? It attacks in, it's just dead. So being able to pump that up with the barons, and maybe it survives an attack, or they have to use a bigger creature, you know, they just can't chump block it with a 1/1, is really great. Yeah, I wish I had more in the trenches versus the Invasion of Gobekon, but, you know, that is what it is. You know, that's an expensive card to craft, and it's not really that great. For 3 mana, you know, +1/+1, it's not really that great. Hopefully there'll be something better in the upcoming Bloomburrow set. But yeah, rotation's safe, I think, for the most part. Yep, rotation safe. The future is Orzhov Convoke. So this has been Told. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.